Hello, everyone. Very glad to be here. And it's actually very comfy that I'm stepping out as a first person actually in this session dedicated to AI, just because a lot of important things were already explained, and it makes my job a little easier. So first of all, I will start with something that is relevant to what Stuart, the first presenter, told already, is about the dual power of AI. So we have two main areas of implementation of AI. One of them is generative AI, another one is predictive AI. And both of them are important, and both of them can deliver tremendous results. Okay. I aim in the right direction, but it doesn't switch. So the main information on this slide is that I'm Alex. Please approach me. We have a booth over there in the end of the hall. And I'm about 15 years in this business. So the main idea here is I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. So just a few words about what our experience is based on. We work with about 300 different brands in 23 countries. And as you can see, the companies are from different verticals. So here we see traditional retailers, we have e-commerce, we have purely mobile apps, and we have a combination of all of those. So retail, online experiences, and offline experience could be blended together. And that's what our experience is based on. Okay, can I get back a little bit? Okay. Maybe I should wait. Okay, so I would start with explanation why is it important that the things we talk about. Last year in summer, we made a research based on about 700 e-commerce shops in Eastern Europe and analyzed how much they actually make money using automations, predictions, and omni-channel campaigns. And what we saw that the median uplift in sales they have, it's not impressive. It's from 3 to 6 to 8%. So that's a median level. But the top companies, top 10% of the companies or top 1% of the companies have a tremendous difference. They have up to 26% additional revenue coming from automations and from predictions. And what does it mean in terms of business? It means that your competitor implementing those technologies can actually grow about 3 to 10 times faster than you if you're an average e-commerce. So two areas that help us to achieve those tremendous results, to achieve those results for those top 10 companies, top 10% companies or top 1% of the companies. Those are predictive and generative AI features. So tell me, please, just raise your hands whoever used ChatGPT for your personal or business needs. Okay, super, a very advanced audience. And who actually uses for business purposes, who creates this for emails, creatives, and so on. Okay, again, respect. So we started with implementing the smallest and quite clear features like, okay, if we create a complex email, we have a lot of text areas there that could be improved with AI. And we helped to email marketer to generate text, to translate text. If you work with English and Bulgarian audience, you want to be able to create a new campaign faster for your segment from abroad. You can check grammar, you can shorter or expand the text depending on what's your goal. You can add some emphasis, for instance, to sound more friendly. So rewrite me this text and do it more friendly or more expert looking, and so on. So that was our first implementation. And we moved further. Okay, in this previous example, I, as a marketer, actually have to say, change me this part of the text. But what if we could delegate the whole email creation to AI? And if you will think about email in general, it's like a long text of HTML and CSS, of course. And it's quite complex for ChatGPT to create this coding part if he's trained to actually create texts. So the solution to this was to separate email into modules. So there are parts of the email who are responsible for different aspects of interaction with the reader. And when we manage to separate the layout phase and the text phase, we manage to create beautiful looking, meaningful, and complex emails with prompts and with simple assets. In this example, we have webinar assets like topic and description, the purpose of this webinar, date and time, speaker's photo, position, company, and so on. And that was a prompt fed into to AI. And as a result, we received a beautiful looking email with a hero photo and the title, with the description, with all the possible dates and time how to join to this webinar. We also were able to provide footer with social proof. So that's the way how AI can help us create complex creatives. And we thought about, okay, and in this case, we just gave him, okay, I have a webinar and I want you to create me a webinar email. But what about smaller options, smaller creatives, for instance, push notifications? In this case, it's a lot easier for AI to create text for push notifications. But here we wanted to combine the goal the marketer has with this particular segment of customers, like for instance, abandoned car subscription notifications, or FOMO discount reminder, or prompting the popular premium offers. So we wanted to blend the idea the marketer has, so what I want to tell to this audience, with the ability of generative AI to create the message for this purpose. And that's what we did. So for instance, for this fashion application, we were able to create combine the goals and creative. And we moved further. We thought, okay, if we can create just one message, why don't we delegate the creation of whole sequence of messages? Because, well, let's double check. So who are marketers in this audience? Please raise your hands. Okay, it's just a little smaller part of the audience, but still a lot. Why not to try to play with generative AI in the game when I can give him a goal and he will create me a whole sequence of different messages guiding our customer to a desired goal. And we actually successfully made it. So for instance, here, we were able to generate about 15 messages in one sequence aimed to a particular goal based on description of mobile app and a description of additional information about what are the features of the app and so on. So with generative AI, we can do a lot of things already. And what about second part? The predictive AI. The predictive AI actually helps us to pick the proper next most desired action or the most desired product. Like for e-commerce, typically this is a product. And it's quite difficult to guess one particular product that will most probably be bought. That is why we usually implement a set of products, and we usually give a set of recommended products in the form of product recommendation a blog on your website, but not just on a website, but also within mobile application. So if you do e-commerce on mobile, you can also have this personalized layout in your mobile app, but also in email, which is also quite common story with triggers. Yeah, I think a lot of you see this abandoned cart with also recommended for you block in the email. But imagine we can also do this for mass campaigns. So I do a mass campaign targeting 1 million of my customers, but I can personalize every one of those mass campaigns, adding personalized block in this campaign. Works like this, simple and easy, but provides really relevant and personalized experience to our customers. And another predictive thing is about not predicting which products to offer to the customer, but on the contrary, to understand to which products, to which customers to recommend products. And this is quite a typical story. Another double check. So who of you sends out SMS campaigns or Viber campaigns in your business? Okay, not too many of you, but I think the example will be quite clear. The often problem we see in these mass messaging campaigns in expensive channels like Viber, WhatsApp, or text messages is that as a marketer, I have to decide to which part of my audience to send this mass campaign. Like, for instance, I can take all my audience, like 1 million customers with with phone number provided, or I can take a part of this. And often we see the situation that I send 1 million text messages, but I don't have a lot of conversions. And probably I don't even cover the costs I spend on this mass campaign. In this moment, I have to narrow down the segment to pick the proper people, the people who will actually convert. And that's where predictive segments step in place. So a smart marketer right now can narrow down the segment himself. For instance, using some rule, like to pick not all my customers, but only those who made the purchase throughout the past 3 months. So it will be my active audience in the past 3 months. I will narrow down my campaign, and I will probably have it covered by additional sales. Instead of this, predictive AI can take into account not just the latest purchase, but a lot more data points. Additionally, web browsing experience in mobile app. It will also can build predictions about how often I made purchases previously, and automatically give you the most precise segment, but also predicting how many conversions I will get from this campaign. In this way, you can manage your budget and you can optimize it so that it will always be efficient. The last example is how actually in real numbers, not just, okay, AI gives ability to improve customer experience and customer satisfaction. For us, the marketers, it's important how much money we get with this. So this is an example how dramatically grows revenue from using direct channels and personalization implementing similar technologies. This is a real-life example. The migration was made 2 years ago, and after that, the share of sales from direct channels grew from 10% to like nearly 30%. So 3 times more engagement and 3 times more sale from these channels implementing personalized messaging based on AI. You want to know more? Please join us at our booth number 44. Thank you so much for being such an engaged audience.